what I said to bring tonight. Blending brushes. Anyone's got some blending brushes? You want to play? Grab some stamps. Grab some ink and your blending brushes. Wait till I'm live. Well, I know it takes a little while for it to start when I go live. That's why I chitter-chatter at first. Waiting. I think it's live. Right, put that one away. Find myself again. All about finding myself every week, isn't it? I'm using Zoom. I'll just check the sounds work. Again. Yep, it's good. Jolly good. All right, let's get this happening. Oh, can't see the screen. Watching. Go big. Go big. Go large. Yay. 2 people watching. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. It's Fiona Fernandez. Hi. I'm Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator. So if you want to say hi, feel free to comment. If you don't want to, that's okay too. And yeah, I thought I'd play with my blending brushes. I've been playing with them already today. So I've got a bit of ink on my fingers. That's what happens when you play with Blackberry Bliss. It's rather takes a few days to to wash off again. So I do Stampin' Up! As well as I've got my own Biopy handcrafts up there. My little logo. So I thought I'd work with those colours tonight, and I just happened to be wearing some cinnamon cider. Cinnamon cider? No, this one's Cajun Craze. Sorry, not cinnamon cider. It's light. Cinnamon cider was lighter, brownier. This is Cajun Craze. Look, matches almost perfectly. I just had this on all day, and I thought, oh, let's work with that tonight. And I thought we'd do some colouring with the pink and yellow. I saw some flowers earlier in the pink and yellows. So if you're new to Stampin' Up! Or new to me, you can buy Stampin' Up! Products and use them to make cards or scrapbooking. Use your imagination. You can make a necklace. I did some polymer clay and used a stamp to do that. So you can see that very well there. Get the light on it. I love it. And I made that. We did a feature in our team meeting. So different things you can do with Stampin' Up! And I like making jewellery as well. I didn't make these, so I bought these last week. But I do like to play with jewellery things, beads, and I used the polymer clay for this one. It bakes in the oven. And I just used some of the embossing powders and colours and coloured it up. Yeah, it reminded me of a necklace that my auntie gave me years ago, and it got stolen. And it was about this size, and it was a metal pendant thing. I loved it. And yeah, unfortunately got stolen. So I used my imagination and some stamps and made myself another one. So that was good. So if you would like a catalogue, feel free to comment or message me and ask for one of those, because I'm happy to send you those. And that's a free gift from me as your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And that's the mini catalogue at the moment. So that one goes till July till December. So there's some lovely things in there too. Okey-doke. Now there's a few specials on at the moment as well. Oh, I thought we might just have a quick look at the website. And let's see if I can find the right screen to share. Because I've covered it up now with something else. Where are we? I think it's that one. And I'll just have a quick look at this. See how that goes. So this is my web page. If you go to my Fiona Fernandez web page, it looks like this, the Stampin' Up! One. So if you want to go shopping, it's under here, the shop now. I'll just move my little face off there. And you've got all the different things across here. So if you click on About Me, you'll know more about me, my projects. I do put projects in there so that you can, so usually the cards I've made, I try and do a project for them. And it'll, let's see if it goes to it. It should show you, yeah, here it goes, the cards. And that way you can see what's in them. If you want to make things, you can have a look through the list, add your cart in the list. So you go to View Details, This is the one I've got highlighted at the moment. It's an October host code offer. So they've just updated the clearance rack as well this week, which is very exciting. But these gleaming ornaments were already in the clearance rack and they're still there, I believe, at the moment. But these things in the clearance rack can sell out pretty quick sometimes. So if you want anything in the clearance rack, I'd suggest you get in there as quickly as possible. So this is my little offer. If you use my host code to buy these punches, I'll send you a free instruction sheet to make that little bonbon there. So you can use any designer series paper for that. And it uses one of these punches to do it. So that's what that's about. Let me go back up here. If you want to host a party or have some friends over and just craft together, I'm happy to do this on Zoom. I'm starting to branch out again and do more in-person things. So contact me and let me know if you'd like to do anything like that. If you do that, you get host rewards. So even if you're purchasing for yourself, you get Stampin' Rewards. So if you spend over $250, you'll get a percentage on top of that. So it's 10% to start with. So this tells you how to be a host. It tells you, here's the reward section down here. And this is all on my website. You'll find things on the customer website as well. But this is just in my one at the moment. So if you had a group of friends over and people bought things and you got over 750 sales, you get 14% in Stampin' Rewards to spend for yourself. And you'd also get a free, a 50% off item, which is really cool. And then you've got the join one over here. And don't forget, there's a really good join special at the moment. Here it is. And you'll get $283 worth of products at the moment in October. So it still costs $169. That's the same as usual, but you get more for your money. So that's cool. I have all my events in here. If you want to know what I'm doing and if you'd like to join anything, hi Athena, welcome. I have a card class coming up on the 23rd. So if you want to look at any of my events, just click on the title and it opens my calendar. And I'll just wait for that to load. So I put them all in there. What I do, I have my lives in there because I'm doing them. This is the Bows of Holly one. I usually put a link to buy the product if you want to. If you want to do the classes, I do a kit, prepare a kit, and you need stamps, ink, and adhesives. And you might need a couple of extra tools and things, but you can sometimes improvise as well. But you know, if you're joining in, you can book going here to let me know you want to come. And then I'll contact you and check it all out. So that one goes to like a separate page like that. So I'm just going to go back one and it'll go back to my website. And oh, well, look, we've got customers. I put my own in there. We can have customer responses now. Look at this. So that's pretty exciting. Oh, Amanda's put one in. Thanks, Amanda. That's nice. When it only started a few weeks ago, so I tested it out and put my own in there just so that I could make sure it was working. So if you want to review, that's great. Oh, the thread's going to go funny. Sorry. And specials. So the specials over here on my page, I have my own section first, and I put that up and put what I'm doing, my host code. I'll talk about the clearance rack. So there's a quick link to the clearance rack. And then you've got my classes, just a brief little thing about things that I do. And then below that, you'll get all the Stampin' Up specials that are current. So the starter kit one, birthday organizer kits just come out, Christmas gifting kit. So that's where you'll find the specials. So once you've done all that and you want to go shopping, just click on shop now. And if you want to shop by using my host code, so only use the host code if you're ordering under 250, because if you order over 250, you get the Stampin' Rewards yourself. It's taking a few circles there. Just let me go back to this page. If you wanted to shop using my host code and you don't want to type it in, just go and click on the host code here. And that will take you to my shop with the host code already in. Nice and quick and easy. There you go. So on the customer website, it also shows specials and promotions across the top here. So let's quickly look in the clearance rack because that was the purpose of doing this. So the clearance rack's just been updated. Very exciting. And here it is. It's got all these lovely gems. And look at the price, $4.90 instead of $12.25. I have put an order in for some of these things. I love them. So you've got to grab them before they disappear if you want them. They make nice gifts too. So that's always something to think about. So you just click on them and go in. You can go in like that and add to cart. Let me just click back one. Or you can just click quick shop. If you do a quick shop like this, it brings up a little pop-up window and you can add to cart, and then you can close the little X and you're still in the same place. If you click on the product, you have to then click the back button to go back. All right, if you have any problems finding your way around, let me know. And there's the shop. So there's 2 pages of clearance rack. Oh, what's in that one? A holly berry builder punch. Look at that. There you go. You can build your own holly berries. So that's my screen sharing for tonight. Just thought I'd show you the website so you can see what to do and how to do it. So if you need any help with ordering, I can always order for you if you don't want to do the online thing. That's okay too. And yeah, just reach out. So who's crafting tonight? Athena, are you crafting? See who's here crafting with me. I shall pop my other view up over the table and we'll get onto the table. Here we go. So I've got out my cinnamon. I keep calling it cinnamon. I've got out my Cajun Craze, not cinnamon side, to play with because it matches my top. I was going to show you my little earrings. I got these little bee earrings. Look, I'll just take one out and show you. Look at those, aren't they cute? I got them at, so I went to the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival and the home show last week. And these are on a stall. You might have seen a photo of me. If you're looking at my page, I had a photo up of me with a bag with bees on it. And I found it at this same stall. So that was really nice. If you want to know who that is, it was Lavina. The Lavina collection, she's called. Very nice lady, Ashley. So I couldn't help myself because I'm the busy bee leader. Cutting down paper to make books for the journals. Oh, lovely. Your journals are so beautiful, I think. The fitting florists, just a quick mention about them. They're there if you want to join or you're a demonstrator already. You can get these in October. You can get them in your starter kit if you want to. And in November, they'll be available to customers. So I played with that last week. So check that video out if you want to see more about that. And the swirls are now available. So that's pretty cool. I've already talked about joining. So let me know if you want to join. I'd love to have some more members on my team that want to craft with us. That'd be wonderful. You can craft with us or on your own. I don't mind, whichever works for you. So it's all very flexible and there's no locking contracts. You can just do it for a while if you want to, or stay on if you want to. It's all lovely and the community's great. I just love having the stamping community. It's been really wonderful. So I've got a few things out tonight. I thought I might play. I was playing with a few things earlier today. I'm making a few cards because I have a team. It's all very exciting having a team. People go up in levels and people have been with me for a while. So we like to make cards for these people. I do. So I've been busy this afternoon. I've been a busy bee. My team is called the Busy Bees, in case you're wondering. I've got a notebook that someone also gifted me for my birthday. And it just happens to be, look at this, busy as a bee. Isn't that cool? So I've got all these things around me on the desk. So this one here is called the Pretty Medallion. And I put it on my Stamparatus. And the Stamparatus, I was making a few cards today, this afternoon. Hi, Di. And the Stamparatus is great for when you're making, well, it's great for anything really, but it's great for making lots of cards. So you can just line your card up on it, put it in, line it up. I've got my little thing that I put on the back of my cards already on my Stamparatus. Let me get my visual right. Hang on. Make sure we've got enough room on the screen here. Yeah, so you just line it up. Pop your card in. I'll see if I can find a card. Hang on. Just find a piece of cardstock. You can play. Let's grab a piece out. Oh, dropped a bit in the bin. My catalogue's in the way. Catalogue's in the way, never. Okay, I've got a couple of pieces that I cut earlier. Why I cut them that shape, but that one's that shape. I don't know what this one was, must have cut it wrong. I thought I cut them the same. I did that with some white ones earlier too. Doesn't really matter though. So if you want to stamp on something, you just pop your card in. So I was lining it up right against the edges like this because I didn't have to think about it too hard. It depends what stamp you're using, how big it is, etc. So this one here, so you use the little foam mat when you're using the thin clear stamps. So these ones are thin. Oh, that is red, but it's not a Stampin' Up stamp. That one, it's my Bifi Handcrafts. So I took off the foam piece to make it the same size. So this one here, because it's the red rubber one, we do have to take the foam mat out if we're going to use that. So as you can see, I was playing. So I had that in the middle. Oh, actually, I had it that way, didn't I? Looks like I had it that way. Let's go that way. And that way, if I line it up in there, so I was stamping just the corner of it. I didn't put the whole stamp. I didn't even know if it would fit on the piece of card. I don't think it will. Oh, tickle. I was stamping it like that. So depending on where you want it, you use your magnets to hold it down. But if it's a big stamp like that, you're not going to be able to really. So you've got to make sure you could just use some stickies. Yeah. And hold it in place so that it stays where you want it. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet with it. I just wanted to show you that. So I could just stamp something for you and I can have a play with that one. This stamp set out as well, Graceful Tiles, because I thought it sort of goes with it in a sense. It's got the same sort of little things, and I'll colour some things in. And I got the Good Feelings out too. So I thought that's a really nice stamp set. Great big words. Thank you. Like that one. It's cool. Are you crafting tonight, Di? So by putting this down here, if I stamp it down and it's not right, I can stamp it again. But because I've got it lined up right with the lines, I can just push it back in there and just make sure it's there. We might just stamp that with, what I used tonight. I want to rub some colours over it. Use my stays on. Oh, maybe we should emboss. I just got the Versamark out. Oh. Let's think for a minute. Think. I think I'll do the Cajun Craze. Oh, it's all sparkly. Okay, I'm going to, I tended to ink it all up anyway because I didn't know where it was going to stamp. Just put it all up. I discovered something when I was putting my label on. Last time I did a big stamp. Putting the labels on can be a little bit of a challenge with the big ones, but I think I've got it worked out now after ruining one a while ago. Did go on a little crooked. Right, I'm going to do that first. Don't worry about around the edges. I don't think that's going to matter because it's out there, and unless you push it really hard, and we're not going to do that, we're just going to push it like this because I don't want to push the edges down. Just want to push where the stamp is. See, I've missed a bit there, so I'll just put it back down. Push that bit down a bit more because I missed that bit. And I might just do it again, I think, because I want a bit more ink on it. I'm on the Very Vanilla cardstock. It's not white, it's Very Vanilla. Amanda, welcome. Just playing tonight. I'm going to get my blending brushes out in a minute. Well, no, I've got them out. They're right here, look. Look. Are you doing any crafting, Amanda? Oh, that's better. Look at that. Okay, now I did have to wash the chamois earlier because I was playing with blackberry bliss. So these are nice and clean. Look at them. Just pull that out if you don't want to do it in there. Turn that off. It's called a Simply Chamois. It's very good for cleaning your stamps. It stains, but that's fine. Doesn't tend to come off unless if you've got a lot of, the blackberry bliss, I had to be careful. So I ended up using both the time because I was doing a bit. I just want to wash them all so they're nice and fresh. Ready to go. Not tonight, that's okay. I'll just wait for that to dry a little second. And then, so I'm leaving the card right there. I'm going to put on my Versamark. Let me just get down under the table. Whoops, something fell down. I'll be pushing that back. I've got some folders under here. All fell down. Right, where's my clear? I like to keep everything in boxes. Let me have a look. My clear one. Just move that one out. So I've still got them in the box from when I bought them ages ago. So they come in packs now of 3, the embossing powders. So you get the 3 metallics together and you get the black, white and the clear together. Rightio. Let's put my lid off. I'm going to emboss it in clear now. Put that there for a second. I just like to have it out ready. And now I'm going to Versamark my stamp. Back in where it belongs. Straight in and straight out when you're using this. Straight up, straight down. Don't try and get it out on an angle. All right, so I haven't moved my card, so that's right in the corner there. Just going to pop that down. Push this time, get lots of Versamark on there. It's stuck to it, so okay. I'm just going to put that there for a second. Just get my other little, we've got this little Stampin' Up tool now, so you can just use that to pour your powder on, which I'll do today. I usually use my little spoon when I'm doing little things. Oh, I've got just enough, look. Did it over that, but I'll put it back into the box, I think. The idea of that is you can just put it back in the box through the little tubey bit. I'll show you that in a minute. Just make sure you get it on all of here. Let's bring that up a bit to see if you can see the powder on it. Can you see it? It's a bit hard to see tonight, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lot whiter than it was a second ago. Just give a little flick. So once you've got your powder on, if you were making a whole lot of them, you could, oh, hi Lynette, welcome. You could do it like this. So once you get your powder on, you can then sit it on the side and then do the heat embossing. So you don't have to heat it immediately. You have to get the powder on immediately, but you don't have to heat it immediately. So just pop that there for a second. So this thing here is designed so that you can take the little lid off and then put put that back into your little tub if you're using the tub, and you've got a little brush here, so you can brush it all down like this. If you like working with it in your little tubs, this just goes back into the tub. But like I said, I've already got them in boxes because I've worked like that forever. This is still really handy. You know what else it's handy for? When you're doing bead stuff. You can put stuff in here and you can easily, or the diamond dots, you know, and you can just scoot them back in. So it's got more than one use. I do a lot of different crafts. So I like to cross tool. Back in my box. Okay. I'll put that back in there. Oh, I've got a bit of that. I think I've got a bit of extra powder in there from last time. I mustn't have cleaned it out properly. Lucky I've only got a tiny bit of clear left. Never mind. To refresh my clear. Okay, so once you've done that, clean your stamp off. Use my here. Okay. We'll put that to the side for a minute. That one out because I'm going to use the other one. Use that one in a minute. So these have spots for the magnets on the back like this. You don't lose them. There's one there and one there. So I often leave them on the top, but I didn't want to lose that one off the sides. Okay, I'll just get my little mat out to my heat embossing. So I like to heat emboss over a heat resistant place. And I'll just, although I tend to bring it up when I'm showing you. Bring the whole thing up. Got to move something. Just got to move the word got it. Got it off my screen. Okay, where are we? This is the fun part. Watching it change. It's going darker. Well done. You can check that, see how much darker it is now. Look at that. Let's try and get a bit of light on it. See the shiny bits? It's a bit shiny there. Oh, that's good. I think we're all done. And if you're happy with it, you can touch it. Don't touch it if you're not sure. I've done that. I've touched it and smudged it everywhere. So just be careful of that. Oh. Right, so it's my embossing. Wipe the table in case I've got powder on it. Even though I try not to get it anywhere, it still seems to some days. Righto. Look, I haven't stuck these down again. I'll just leave them off now. Because then we can do other things. I'll just get my little piece of paper out. Not pretty. Lovely. Where's my card? That's going to look like that. Oh, we might do it up this way. This one a bit shorter, but you know what? I'm not going to worry. It's a card. It's a handmade card. It can be whatever you want it to be. The crafting Lynette. Let's be making some beautiful cards. Right. My rough edges off. I'll stick that on there in a minute, but I want to colour it. I need to colour this. Oh, that's nice. So I'm thinking maybe we should use, I was going to use my blending brushes. Oh, we'll use our blending brushes. Right, let's get some colours out. I had in mind. Now let me see. Madness. Ooh. And Lingo Melody. I'm going to try those. Why not? I like a bit of colour. I'm going to do the yellow one first and then work towards something else. I might work in today. I might do the pink in the middle. I was looking at some flowers earlier and I saw all these lovely colours. So what I did was I dab on there and then I dab onto my paper so that I don't put a great big blob of ink on there. Oh, you're just watching me that. Oh, browsing catalogues. That sounds like fun. Anything special you like? So dab there, dab there, dab there, and then swish, swish. Dab, dab, swish. Here, that's how we could do it. Dab, dab, swish. I got confused earlier. I went dab, dab, but I had the ink over this side. So get your process right. I had my ink over here and my dab there, and I was going dab, dab, swish, but then I went dab, dab, and went, ah! So go dab, dab. So we're going to keep the ink on here. I'm left-handed, so I'm doing it this way. But if you're right-handed, you could do it the other way. Right, let's go again. Dab, dab, swish. I'm going to just get a bit on. So I've got it on this other paper so I can go off the edges. Just going to go there. Oh, this is so much fun too. I just really like this. Ooh. And it's different on the Very Vanilla too. So what will I do next? I'm trying to think. I might do the pink. Now, I've got this brush. Now, it does have a bit of purple in it, but it doesn't look, see, it's not coming off because I used most of it earlier. So we're going to put my ink over this side. I might get a bit of ink on there first. Ooh, look at that. Love it. Yummy. That's why you need to dab off first, see? So just have a little practice. You might need to dab twice over there. So I'm going to just go really lightly onto that first and then go a bit firmer. Oh, I love that colour. That's so pretty. I'm just going to use it on those leafy bits too, whatever they are. You just sort of go around in circles. Seems to do the trick. Isn't that pretty? Pretty. Ooh, let's see what it looks like on our. Oh, wow. Right, now I think I know what I want next. Hang on a minute. Close these now. Oh, just remember to push from this end. If you're having trouble doing this, I had trouble last week too. I don't know why. All of a sudden. Make sure they're shut too. This one didn't shut properly before. Right, where's my Cajun? Look at that. Yep, here it is. Playing with it, wasn't I? I'm going to use the same yellow brush for this one. On there. I'm going to do that one around the edges. Up here. And the outside a bit. That's looking lovely. In the colour. A bit more up there. I don't know why I'm whispering. It's a bit quiet, doesn't it? Am I doing this one for what? Diwali? Oh, it does, doesn't it? No, I hadn't really thought about that. I just liked the stamp and went, do that. I hadn't used it yet, so I thought I'd better get into it. I'm just going to blend that out a little bit more towards the edge so that it's not quite so harsh. Gently, gently. So I'm getting better at this. It's taken me a while to get used to using the brushes, but I feel like I was getting the hang of it a bit more today. That's why I thought, oh, we'll put brushes on there tonight. Let's use brushes. Isn't that pretty? Oh, wow. Yum. Let's stop there. Let's stop there. Right, let's and let's just have a look at on here. So I guess the other thing we need to think about before we do that is, do we want another colour card under there? And I grabbed a few out. I did grab the same as that. Magenta, what is it? Magenta Madness. Oh, I've used magenta. I thought I used Melon Mambo. I thought I used Melon Mambo this one. Use Melon Mambo, honey. Very similar, isn't it? I've used Magenta Madness, which is an older colour. This one's a little tiny bit darker, so I might just put a little bit of this in there because that was the plan. Not that I really had a plan, if you know what I mean. I got paper out. That's as far as the plan went. See, this one's a little bit darker. We might just put a little bit of that on there too, so that we can, blend it in. Put that on the flower bit in the middle. Ooh, that's nice. There, that's enough. And then that just brings it in. Just like the way they all coordinate together. That's handy, isn't it? I've got polished pink as well, but this one's darker. So I'm just wondering whether to put another colour behind it, like that, like a really thin border or something. Or even the Mango Melody. And do the sentiment in the pink. What do you think? Mango Melody's the orangey colour. Or we could do a pink. I could do this one is the piece there to see what it looks like. It's sort of a bit dark, isn't it? Blends in a bit. Or you could even try the polish lighter. Gives it a bit more. That's actually quite nice too. I quite like that too. What do you think? Do you like the yellow? Oh, Diana likes the yellow. I don't mind that pink, but I think I like the yellow better, and we'll do the sentiment in the pink. All right, we'll go with that. Move that out of the way. A bit of that out. What's going on here? What's going on? I've got 2 packets. That's the trouble. One packet inside the other packet. Right. We'll just have to trim that down. Now, this one wasn't the right size, was it? I might trim this one down a bit too. So we will make this one. Let's see what we've got here. That's 10. So we're going to make that 9.5. And I think it was already short. Yes, it was the 13. It'll give us 5 all the way around. So then we'll do the yellow. I think it looks good as you first had it, but if you want one, I like the yellow. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I like it like that, but I also like it with something else. I think I'll do the yellow. Thank you. 9.5. Oh, no, it was supposed to be 10. Ah! Don't you hate that? It's been my day for cutting things wrong. You know, you could do it top and bottom like that too if you wanted to. Maybe we should be different tonight. Let's be different and do it top and bottom. How about we do that? And I'll trim this one down a tiny bit. Okay. Right. Oh, so if we do it top and bottom, let's think for a minute. Yeah, come on. Okay, put it on the page. So I need to take, we go like that. Let's get the ruler out. All right, so the yellow one needs to go to the 13.85 and the very vanilla one needs to go to 13.35. Yep, is that right? I want to, I normally cut when I take a centimetre off. That one would normally go to 13.85. But I want more than that, don't I? Because that only gives me a half a, let's think, that gives you half and half. I think that's right. Welcome to the world of Fiona. That's right, look. Now I'm going to cut this one. I'm just going to take a little bit off this one now so that we can have, I need to take a centimetre off that one, I believe. Put it over the top so we can be sure. Yeah. So this one, yes, should come to the 12.85. So we do it like that. Everyone got that? There we go. It's just a bit different. You yelled no too, did you? Oh, well, never mind. You know, this is what it's all about. Just improvise. Do something different. No problem. Don't waste your card. Now, the other thing with doing this, you don't have to put it on a whole piece of card if you don't want to. Okay, you could stick that on and then use pieces off the top and bottom. Oh, that one's been bent. And stick them on, especially if you're trying to make thinner cards. So they go in the mail without costing you extra. So you could cut them all to the right size and just stick them on. I'm just going to do it this way tonight. Okay, now do we want, I'll stick this one down because I don't think we want ribbon under this. We need any ribbon before I go sticking that top bit down. Just into that one. I like those colours. These out of the way. Not sure if we do need ribbon. Like that one's a tiny tad too wide, but I don't want to trim it. I think it's okay. All right, it'll be okay. Put your other little bits away. Right, let's see. Do we want anything ribbony? Let me find my ribbon. We need it. It's a bit busy. It's a bit busy already. And we've got to put a sentiment on yet. So I'm wondering whether just to do something really small, we could use this little piece I sheared off the bottom. It's already coloured in, or we could turn it over. So if you turn it over, it's a little ridgy from me cutting it and the edges there. So you can just get your bone folder and rub that down. I'm not sure how big our sentiments are yet. Hang on, we better find some sentiments. All right, where's the sentiment? I'll go with this one because they look little. Might be too, yeah, I might need another piece. Sending love your way. So there's either doing a little one like that, sending love your way. That would, no, it won't fit on there. I'll get another piece. I've got more around here. Plenty more where that came from. Keeper. Right, I've been putting all my little, these ones back in the packet. Like that. And I've just had a thought. Trim a little piece of that off too. Right. Which sentiment do we like? We sending love your way. You all like that one? So you can do this on your stamp hours. So if you're doing a lot, again, put on your stamp hours to do it. I might just stamp it on this one. And the other thing you could do is just stamp it straight onto the card there. I'm just thinking about whether to put it onto a little piece of that under there, like a little shadow piece. Not sure. Not sure. So let's just stamp it and see what we think. And we'll look in the ribbon box. See if we want any. I can't see anything that's going to go with it. I haven't got a lot of those colours actually. We could do twine. Right, let's just stamp that out for this one. So if you're working with this stamperitis, you could just use the little mat out of that too. This little foam mat. Sending love your way. Right, we're going to use melon bamboo. All right, I'll get it open. So, okay. I've seen other people open these with things like this in there. I haven't needed to so far, but I have seen people do it on other videos. Where will I put it? I think we'll probably, I don't think I'll put it right across the whole thing. I'll probably put it there, so I think I'll just do it like that. So pretty. A little bit chunky. I might just try another one. I mean, it's okay, but it's might if I do another one. So I'm starting to do more than one at a time when I stamp, and then I've got little boxes. I've showed you my boxes before, but I'll just show you again. So I bought these little boxes that come in a big box. So I've got the big box. It's got all my embossing folders in it, and I've taken these boxes out that fit in the big box, but not anymore. And I've just put stuff in them. So I've been putting Christmas stuff in this one, little off-cut pieces, and I just shut one side. I don't shut both. I don't need to. It holds it shut when you drop it. I've tested that. And I've just been labelling them with my little Dymo label. So I keep one now for things like this. Just have them there on my desk. That way when you want to sit down and make a few cards at once, you can just go through your little box. Nails must be too long. That will stain a tiny bit, but just wash it out on your scrub and stamp and scrub. I've still got stuff on there because I was stamping this afternoon. So I just sprayed it with a bit of this Stamp and Mist and just give it a wash on there. It doesn't get rid of the stain, but it will clean the stamp off. So the pinks and purples. We can't see the lower part of my table, dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hang on, let me move this a little bit. So I come back a bit. Up a little bit. There we go. Is that better? Where to put the stamps? Okay, let's put them back in there. I'll play with them in a second. Okay. Well, they both look the same anyway. That's fine. Just checking. I'm thinking of putting that there. I'm just wondering whether to put a little piece, a little sliver. I do like that colour. Let's chop a little piece off about, I'll do 1.5. Just chop that off. I'm just going to sort of centre that. I hope. So pretty. I'm just using my nail file again. I like using it. Shear all those little rough edges off that I get. I think it must be the way I cut. You can buy new blades. Yeah, I think I'll do that. What do you think? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how I like to work. Okay. Once I go, oh, yeah, that's good. I like it. Feels right. If you're not sure, if you don't work like that, you haven't gotten that far with your creativity, that's okay. Just look in the catalogue and get ideas from there because they've already got it all worked out. And it's, you know, quite okay to be copying that. And I sit there and do that sometimes because I can't think of what to do. It's really handy to have that catalogue there. The other thing with the embossing, you could use your some watercolours in there or even the blends, but I like the embossing because it's, I'll bring that up before it and I'll stick it on. It's got that nice raised, just trying to see if you can see that. Little shiny bits in there. Keeps on changing. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see, isn't it? Pretty cool. Right, so just put that down. Try and centre it on your bottom piece. And with liquid glue, you've got a little wiggle room, which is always handy to make sure you've got it in the right spot before you push it down. I do like that. Now you could make that card that way or that way, but I'm going to do it this way because I've already stamped the back. And then I'm just going to stick that one on there. I don't even think I need to raise it up. And you could raise that up. Well, might raise the top one up a bit. Put it up on dimensionals. What do you reckon? And that way it'll give it that shadow effect. Oh, you can see it up close? Oh, good. Yeah, it is really pretty. And like I said, if you use the Stamparatus, you'll get it. You can re-ink it. If you do it just using a big block, once you've stamped it that you're done, you know, I guess if you're doing the embossing, you could just emboss in gold or what's the other colours that come? I think there's copper in the pack. Off the top of my head. Does anybody know? Let me have a look. Just have a quick look. On the page with all the, this page here, number 128 in your catalogue, annual catalogue. The embossing powders come in basics, white, black and clear, and metallics, copper, gold and silver. This would look nice in copper. I didn't think to do that. I was just going with the Cajun Crate. We'll match that anyway. So there you go. You want the pink and the top one on dimensionals, or do we want just the top one on dimensionals? So I could stick them together like that. I'm going to stick them together. Look, I didn't even measure. It looks cool. Impressed. It's 58, if anyone's writing it down. 58 millimeters, so 5.8 centimeters, the pink one. Look in the top. Just trimmed it. There you go. Emboss that one in gold or copper. Yes, yes, I agree. And there'll be more cards made with this. I do like it. I think the pink one down and the vanilla one up. All right, I'm going to do that. Just put it there. And then I'll put that one up. Remember to use, you can use edges of your dimensionals as well. I'm just going to stick that on there. See how that looks. Put another little bit there. Half. Never mind. Cut this one in half. Now, Stampin' Dimensionals also come in black. You can get a mixed packet of the mini and the full size. If you're doing a lot of dark colours. Very handy. Just line it up to where you want it. Try and get that looking like a shadow. And we might just stamp, I'll use this piece. I'm going to do something on the inside. You all sitting down? Do something on the inside. Okay. So we could either use the same stamp, or I'm just thinking I might use this one. Something out of this. I actually quite like this with that. Have a look. Just to give it a bit of like on there. Where is that one? That one. We could do that one off the corner a bit. What do you think? Some of these stamps in here? Actually, the little fan one's nice, isn't it? Have a look at that one. I just saw that one. Little fan one's cute. It's got some nice wording on this one too. Actually, there's a nice little leafy thing. Maybe I'll just use that one instead. To get a little leaf thing. Yes, that might look better. Didn't see that before. And just get a bit of leafies in the corner. No, I won't use the fan. It's okay. I'm not using the fan. These three are cute. Look, they're on one stamp. They'd make a nice little centerpiece, wouldn't they? I can't decide. Okay, let's have a vote. Do you like the little leaves in the corner, like on their own, or the little centerpiece? So the centerpiece are these two here, or the leaves, this one. Wait for a second and think about what we're going to do next. Find that other piece of card. I just happen to have another one. Handy. While you're thinking about that, actually, we'll just look this up in the catalogue and see what they did with it. What's it called? Pretty Medallion. What page is that on? 616. So the big stamps like this are all on the one page. If you're looking for the big stamps, these ones, all on 2 pages. Hang on, I'm getting a stamp stuck into my book. Yeah, so they have all the big stamps together. So this is the Pretty Medallion. What have they got up there? They've used the Stamparatus. They've got it behind a card like this. That looks nice. How'd they do that? Well, how they did that, we can look up the recipes for it. Looks a bit involved. Look at that. That's got a bit of work in it. I'll have to look that up one day. It's got some green on the white. Looks like they've stamped on the back card and then, oh no, it's not that involved. Then they've stamped on the white card and cut out a circle. Then they've stamped on, it looks like crumb cake to me. Again, and embossed in white. And then the little circle is, they've just stamped out, hang on, I'm looking close at it. They've just got the flower part. Wow, that's cool, isn't it? We could try and make one of those, but it might take a while. What have we got here? The leaves in the corner would look nice. Okay. Go with that then. There's the leaves, and we lost the leaves then. Got one. Okay. What colour will we do them? In the Cajun? Let's try it first and see what it looks like. Right, okay. Let's just stamp it somewhere, like on my extra piece of paper. Just to see what it looks like. We will pretend it's in the corner. There we go. Yeah, that does look nice, doesn't it? I think just the one little corner. Okey-dokey. Oh, I've got some on my thumb. Hang on. We don't want that. My thumbnail in it, look. That's not good. Just clean that off before you get it on everything. I am wearing a black apron though, so that helps. Although it would match my top tonight, so it doesn't matter, does it? You think you saw a stamp stick on it? Oh, I had all the stamps stuck from the back of my catalogue a second ago. No, it's okay. I got them all. Thanks. Thanks though. That's how I lose stamps. Thankfully, I haven't lost any totally. I just lose them for a little while. There we go. Do we want a sentiment inside? No. We've got sending love your way. We don't really need anything else, do we? The other words in that one were, so glad you live in my little corner of the world. Well, you could put that down in the corner, couldn't you? Because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a lot more. That's nice too. They're really lovely. And we will put the stamp back. I didn't stick it to anything. Okay. So I'll just stick that in my card. Go. Those little packages I've got. Lovely. Look at that. Oh. I'm having a good night tonight, aren't I? I crack myself up some days. I hope you're having a good laugh tonight. Let's just get another bit of card. That's for the next card now. I'm in the wrong card. Oh dear. Fun, isn't it? Okay, I'm having fun. I hope you are. At least it's around the right way. I've done that before and the card's been upside down. Never mind. Okay, so I will cut this one. So I'll cut some inside. So I cut them to 14.35. Back in the packet. And then I'll chop these off at 10. That was really funny. That was my practice run. No, just joking. It's good, isn't it? We got another card started. Okay, so I'll just get those bits done. And then I've got a bit for later. For the next card. I'll just pop all these back in the packet. Some people cut up their card first so that they don't have to be cutting it all the time. And I did do it that for a while for pieces like this for in the middle. You sit there and take a bit of time to cut it all up. And then you don't have to be cutting it singly all the time. Let's just try that again. And we'll just cards. I might have to change that blade, I think, this week. Even though I don't want to do that too often. Rightio. Put that one down there. Just do another one. There we are. Okay, done. Let's stick it in the right card. Lucky it matched, isn't it? Oh, that's fine, Lynette. Thanks for joining me. Hope you had fun. Oh, thank you. I look forward to the second one too. I have no idea what it's going to look like yet. Always fun creating. Okay. Right, there we go. There's the first card. Finished. Yay. No, we're not finished. What am I saying? Hang on a minute. There's something else I need to do. Where did I put it? Bling. Some bling. So we've got iridescent rhinestones would look nice, wouldn't they? Or what else have we got in the box? What else have we got? Oh, fine sparkle. These ones look nice on there. Please pick up the pink and the yellow. Fine sparkle like that. Those ones aren't the right colour. The other ones we could use is champagne. I do like champagne. Anyone else for champagne? Oh, good. Thanks, Lynette. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, I can't decide. I sort of feel like that's too much like that. I do like it, but I feel like it's too the same. I like the champagne. Oh, these ones. What else is in that packet? Let's see what else is in here. Aha. Oh, look, they're pinky coloured ones too. Wow, what colours are in there? I don't know what it's. I think it tells us. No. It tells us somewhere. Sure, these are still current. I hope they're still current. Let me just check. Join shop for Stampin' Up. I'll just check in the shop for us. Fine sparkle. So you can just type the word, one word in when you're searching. So I put the word fine. Fine sparkle adhesive back gems, $13.25. Yes, they are still in the shop. That's cool. Oh, okay. So do we want those ones? Those ones? Or these ones? Oh, I'm feeling like the champagne. Even though these do look nice too. I haven't used them though. Dang, I haven't used them. I think I had those in them, so maybe I've got another couple. I better check before I go use them. I have, look. That's the one I've already opened. Thought I had this one. Right. Okay. Well, which ones will we go with? Oh, look, I've written on this packet. Aha, there you go. Calypso Coral, Pale Papaya, Pacific Point, and Pool Party. There you go. It's not the pink, it's Calypso Coral, which is a bit different. Oh, I think I coloured those two in with a blend, look, the yellow. So you could colour them in as well to suit yourself. Have a look at me. Champagne ones. I'm not having a bling challenge, bling problem. I do like the sparkle on that. So if we really want it to sparkle, I need to use these. Oh, I think I'll go with these. All right. That's a hard decision. They both match. No, I just put them away over there. And I'm going to maybe have, okay, I'm going to use a big one. Put in the middle of my flower. Look at that. Oh, yummy. We've got 3 sizes here, haven't we? Yes. We've got the large and the medium, and then we've got small. I'll just use a medium. Oh, where will we put them all? Put one on there. What about there? How's that? Just 3 blings. Does anyone need more bling? It's nice to have more sometimes, isn't it? Let's just have a look. Let's just pretend. We put another. No, it might be too much having more. I like to play with them sometimes just to see. And this is great because you can just sort of hold them there and say, do I like that? Do I like that? Do I like that? What about that? If you put it down really lightly to see, you can sometimes get it back up like that, see? But don't push it down very hard at all. I actually feel like I like it there. Yeah, I think I will. I think we'll go another one. I think I might put it over here. I know, bling challenge. Put it there. It's too hard some days, isn't it? Bling. And other days it's great. Let's see what that looks like. All right, and we've got our triangle thing going on. I think I'll leave it like that. Right, done. All right, let's see if we can make a quick card. Not there for a minute. Oh. Sort that bling box out. I'm a bit full. Okay, where are we? Just make sure I haven't missed any comments. Okay. There's our first card done. Right, now I want to do a quick top for this one. And I guess we'll just use the one I just cut out. Hey, maybe we should put the pink under this one. do something a little bit different. Chop up some pink over here, and I'll cut it to in half first. Oh, actually, that one's already bigger, isn't it? Let's have a think. Could always do a few layers, couldn't we? Oh, thank you, Diana. Leave it there so you can see it. Think about doing this one, but then I'll have to chop that down. So whether to go with that colour or I thought out the Flirty Flamingo before too. Yes. Whether to go that colour. It's a bit different to pink. Let's have a look. Not sure about it. Grabbing me. Go back to pinky colour. So the pinky colour I've got out is polished pink. Be sure that's still current. Let me just double check. Polished pink is still current. Make that one 10. So I'll have to cut the other one down a little bit. Do that one. And then I'll cut this one down in a minute. So let's see what we're going to do with this one. I'm just thinking I might use, thank you. I've used that one already. Let's get the thank you out. What else have we got in there? Lots of nice sentiments in there. I'll just get this one out. And this is one of the ways you can put your stamps on my screen so I can see everything again. And sometimes I do it on the block and sometimes I do it like this. I tend to have my head over it if I'm doing this, which means I get my head in the camera, which isn't good. Put that on the first side and then you pull the label off underneath. Just make sure you line it up. So on the large stamps I was talking about before, actually I might do it on this one. This isn't as big. The big stamp I was using earlier, the Medallion one. It can be really tricky. So I did my Medallion stamp. I'll show you what I did. This, I peeled up half of it like this off here, left that bit down. So I only peeled part of it back like that. So think it's a big stamp like this. Make sure you got this up the right way. Okay, sending. So then if you've got that there, that sort of supports your stamp a little bit. And you can line up, well, the big ones are straight, so you've really got to make sure you've got them on the right thing. But if you do it this way and get that bit on, Yeah. Then pulled out paper from underneath like this. You're covering books with contact. So then you get to the halfway mark, and because they're quite big, you've got, you know, this much to go is half. And then you can do the other side like this, like the same way. So pull that bit out. I can do it with this one because it's quite large. Get that going. Roll your stamp down onto it. Hope it worked. On my demonstration. Ta-da. There you go. Don't forget to put some fluff on them so that you can get them off again. Yeah, so that seems to work better for me when I'm doing the big ones. Right, just put a bit of fluff on that one. Thank you. Look at that. So beautiful. All right, I'm going to thank you, and I'm going to get something else out. Get my block out. There it is. Oh, look, on stage, November 19. Nearly on stage again. November's coming. Won't be long now, will it? I think we're going to do some little, I think I'll just do some background stamping. And I'll just trim it down. Oh, maybe I'll trim it first. Hang on. I've just got to trim a bit off it because I cut it bigger. So I'll make this one 13.35. Thank you somewhere. I think I'll just use these. And do a couple of fancy little backgrounds. Oh, just do a few different colours. Oh, that's a nice little stamp, isn't it? That's my little mat. Just underneath the paper. I don't want to stamp on it. I'm going to actually go off the edges like this. Just do random stamping. And then more random stamping. Turn that one off. I really like this little fan. I have to do that one. Right, I've done that colour. Let's do some other colours. Do something the other way here. So I'll just stamp on my paper first. It's actually nice as a stamp off, isn't it? I think. Just a bit. The thing over that one. I keep missing the top. Let's go this way. There we go. Alrighty, let's go with the littler one. Might as well stick with the same lot of colours, seeing as we've got them all out. Oh, that's a nice little stamp. We'll just stick it. I don't know what's going to happen yet with what we're putting over things and stuff. I'll just do another one of those. The edge there. Nice little background. Right, now what? Who's got a plan? Has anyone got a plan? Can I cut it the wrong size again? I'm having one of those challenges tonight. Looks like I've cut it wrong again. But you know what? It's going to be right, okay? I'm sure I checked my measurements. Ooh, me. So funny. Let me check. Check over here. Hang on. Yeah, that's weird, eh? It's 13.35. Let's cut the other one narrower. I mean wider. Oh, 9.5. 13.35. Oh, yes. Okay. Don't worry about me. Don't worry. I'm not trimming it. It's going to stay the way it is. We'll have different looking cards tonight. It's good to change it up a bit sometimes anyway. I can get a bit stuck in a rut making them all the same. It's all good. Of course, if you're supposed to be doing it a certain way, it's probably not good, but I'm just making it up as I go along anyway, so that's fine. Right, we don't want twine or anything, do we? Do we want twine on this one? Does anyone need twine? Oh, look what we got in the box. Okay, oh, we actually have some ribbon. Think of that earlier. No, I don't think it matched that one. I'm not even sure it matches this one. I feel like it's a bit too much. What do you think? We need a sentiment, so let's think about the ribbon while I do a sentiment. Need more of those. I like the thank you. Thank you. So, what will we put that on? What about a bit of yellow? Oh, not yellow. That's mango melody I've got. In the pack. We do it on that cut. Let's see what it looks like on that cut. Okay, we don't need the mat under this one. Cardboard out of there. Alrighty. What colour will we do it? Shall we do it Cajun? Match the bottom. I haven't used this one before, so I'm just going to stamp it on the paper first. Just to make sure it's working properly. Okay, Diana, thank you for coming. I'll put them up later. Thanks, everybody. Just going to stamp that there. And let's have a think about this for a minute. Oh, look, that's got leaves cut out of it. They're pretty. Lovely. Okay, what will we cut that out of? This, but it's too big. Yeah, I've just got to get it. one. What's that one? That one is called, let's see what this one's called. Punches. Let's type in punches. Can't remember what it's called. This one. Let me have a look. Is that it there? Yeah, there it is. Label me lovely. I think I've made it to you. I've got to undo it to do this. Oh, it might work. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. It might just be fit that well that way. Those ways. Oh, is it too small? Oh, no, I think that'll work. It's right on the edge of it. Look. I'll just hold it there for a second and see what we think. I don't know. It might be too close. What do you think? Is it too close? Too close to the letters? Oh, moved. I was just holding it still for a second. I put the Y there and the K there. You know what? I'm going to punch it and we'll see what it looks like. It's too, oh look, I cut a little tiny piece, but we can always use something else. It sort of does cut the letters off, doesn't it? Do you think it looks okay? We might need something else behind it. Give us something behind that. Where's that ribbon? Pink ribbon's a bit pink. I know it's pink, but it's a bit pink. Not sure about that. Hang on a minute. Let's think for a second. Thinking music, please. Anyone got any thinking music? Oh, look at this ribbon while we're thinking. Look at that. That's got beautiful metallics. I was going to use that this week and I forgot. Rose gold and white. Look at that. Well, I'm using berry vanilla, so it's not going to work. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It will work. Ooh. I wonder if it does work. I feel like that's too much on its own. I need something else with it. Okay. What about maybe I just need to put a bit of berry vanilla behind it. Then it'll be berry vanilla on there. And a bit of, hang on a second. Wondering about that. Maybe it's going to clash. Yeah, it's not working. That's not working. I think it's that that's not working. It's just not working. Whoop, that made a funny noise. That's my drawer. Okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling the thank you. I need something under it, or I need to do it again and put the melon map. Is it, what was it? Mango. Get confused with those ones. Mango melody on under something maybe, and do the thank you on top. It might need to be the other colour. Just try that. Right, have I got a small piece of this? Yes. I guess the other thing we could do is find another die cut or something. Do the, the other bit. The other bit. Let's just try. I really like the background though. Loving that. Right, let's try that again. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Play. That ribbon. It's not working. You have a oh no, it's white. It looked cream on the floor. Oh, I think it's not too bad with that, is it? Look at that ribbon. That's nice. Making a big mess now. It's great. Nowhere underway when the mess happens. See, if I put some of that colour under it, maybe. But I feel like I did cut off the letters a bit much there. I don't feel like it fits quite right. So let's think about that for a minute and look at what else we have on the shelf. This one, is that still current? What's that one called? Everyday. Let me just try that one. I don't know if that is still a current punch. Everyday. No, it's not. There's another punch that's called Handmade Wishes. A handmade tag punch. That looks nice. It's sort of square with a fancy scallopy edge on it, but I don't have one of those. All right. Look, use things that are current for you. So I think we'll just have to venture into some dies. The die box in a second. I'm just over in my box getting some dies. See what we can use. And we've got those new dies too. Let's have a look at those. Got a bunch of dies. Might have to get another punch. Love these dies. These are one of my favourites. Painted label dies. It must be getting kind of time. I love that, but I won't use it tonight. They've got some great dies in. I brought over the Fabulous Frames dies. Oh no, my Fabulous Frame got squashed. I kept it in there as a spare. Put that back down. That could be an oval. Now the new ones we've got, oh look at this. So these are the new ones, the framed florets that are coming out soon. And they've got an oval in them, but look, this Fabulous Frames has got an oval as well that fits inside there. It's probably too small for that one. Wow, that's a big thank you, isn't it? Big. And then there's these ones, seasonal label dies. So they're good. Look those up. Seasonal label dies. Where are they? Just scrolling through the shop. There's one called Decorative Circle Punch. That looks nice too. Typed in seasonal, but it's not, oh, there's too many pages. Hang on, I better type the words in properly. Label dies. Label dies. Seasonal label dies. These are $67. And I've got to remember if they used to be part of a set, and I've got a feeling they're not. A quick look for you. So all the dies are at the back of your annual catalogue. They're in alphabetical order. So if they're a standalone die, they'll be in here. Season label dies, they're there. If they're part of a bundle, they'll be in the next section where it says bundles, where I've got bundles written in, I think, like that. Okay, so the dies that match something in a bundle are there. So it can get a bit confusing sometimes if you're looking for something. But that's where they are, and they coordinate with a Christmas to Remember stamp set. Oh, they coordinate with Christmas season stamp set and Christmas to Remember stamp set. There's two, which is pretty good. They've got some nice this labels. Ah, look, I've got one of these. Oh, look. That might fit my thank you better. See, that one's just a little bit smaller. You could even layer them. Would fit in there, but I've cut it too short. I mean, I've stamped it too short. So you could do it that way. That would look nice too, wouldn't it? Ooh. This has got quite a lot in there. Oh, look, there's even a huge label die. Obviously, I haven't used that yet. Look at that big one. And then there's a small one. Lots of labels. This is a really nice label set. This one. It's a long one. And then you've got these ones. And you've even got these little pieces here so that you can die cut the little holes to put ribbon through like this. There we go. Oh, we might have to do that. Why don't we do that? As soon as I get them off the packet. A bit hard. Oh. Look at that. Put them all back in the packet. Goodness me, I've got stuff everywhere now. Throw them all over there. Find myself again. I can make sure I'm working on the desk in camera. It's always helpful, isn't it? Let's try that one. Just get this one, and I'm going to cut that off. So I don't want to put the whole lot through. Right, we can do this in a minute. Oh, there's a piece of something stuck to the silicone mat. The good thing about a silicone mat is it just comes straight off. Some of that red, what do you call it? The red stuff. The red stuff, do you like it? It's like Perlo enamel effects. You can put it on here to make little dots. It just peels off because it's really good like that. Right, let's get that one out of the way. And we'll need some mats. Grab all my bits over here. Alrighty. Oh, now this should be interesting. Let's put that on. Put these on. Let's see if we can cut these out. Maybe they'll be too close to the. Yeah, they might be too close. They might be better going that way. Actually fits like that, doesn't it? I can't fit them in with it. All right, I think we'll leave those out for now. I'll go that way. Line them up down the sides. Roll it through, roll it. Pop. Hi, Jill. She's off. All right, I went to one of Jill's things the other day. Jill ran some classes. It's good fun. All right, okay, let's get back to it. The question is, do we need a bit of that colour underneath it? I don't think we do, actually, now that I look at it. Do we want some ribbon? What if we do that and then that? And we could use our brushes again. Let's get the brushes back out and use our colours on this. Go around the edge a little bit just to get a border going. So it was all about the brushes tonight. That just takes the edge off and it puts the yellowy colour in without having to put a layer in. Look at that. I love doing that. Oh. To do that just with the ink pads I used to do it. I think we'll just do that. What's the feel? Alrighty, let's get my ribbon scissors out. Somewhere. Okay, let's just chop all that off in the ribbon box. I think that'll do. Now, questions, will we come down a bit, stay in the middle? Ah, we got this around the right way. I had my fan. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Do it that way. I'll cover that fan up a bit. I think I'll do it there. Okay, so work out where you want to put it. And then I tear and tape in the packet because it keeps the dust off it. I'm going to put that under there. Don't worry about that one yet. Hang on, let's get that one centered. Stick it on. And I don't think I'll worry about that one because I'm going to put it around the back anyway. Like that. And get a bit of tape there, tearing tape there, and bring that around. So you just push that down. If you can't get the backing off, push it down a bit harder and then try and get it off. Then try. Otherwise it rips it off the thing. Okay, so I'll just make sure that's sitting nice and straight. think it is. If you're not sure, make sure you measure it. Because of all the pattern going on, I'm not too worried. It's about 4. It's about 4. 4 and a bit. It's a bit movable still, so it's all good. All right, then we're just going to put that one on. So sort of get the ends about the same. And then put it down. I'm going to do the same thing again. Another bit of tear and tape on, give it a good rub. I'll use this time. One. Good push on there so it sticks really well. And that side's still up a bit. Oh, move moving. Oh well, doesn't matter. Just try that again. You want to center it, so make sure you've got it. That. Push it around the back. You don't want it too tight, but you want it tight enough. So when you put it on, if you wanted to set it up a bit, actually I don't normally do that, but maybe I will try it. Got a bit of extra bits and pieces here. Put your ribbon scissors away. I don't want to cut sticky with ribbon scissors too. Put those in there. Those in there. This will just give it a bit of extra dimension. Why they call them dimensionals. It's very handy to use the edges. Oh, look, we're nearly there. I think I need another one. Finish that sheet. I need another one. That's not it. There's a packet here somewhere. No, there's another packet here. The other day. My black ones. Oh, these are blue. They're my minis. I had another big one. Oh well. I'm not putting anything behind the ribbon there because there's already glue on there anyway. Rightio, and then you just got to get all your bits of paper off. Fun in itself. Getting them all off. This one doesn't want to come off. Oh. Righto. We'll have to do a bit of vacuuming tomorrow. Bye-bye. Okay, that's looking pretty. Okie dokie. So just carefully, I put my fingers underneath when I'm putting it down. So those fingers are under there. So I can see where it is. Now remember, I didn't cut this one evenly, so it's going to be narrower on the sides than on the top and the bottom on mine. Yours will be whatever you want it to be. Okay, well, that's looking lovely. Oh, it's good, isn't it, when it works out? So this bit here, because the ribbon's quite big, I will still put dimensionals at the top. Top and the bottom. But not in the middle. I don't think I need a real lot there. Just need those ones. I like it when that works, you know. Really loving these cards together. And that one is just sitting there shining. Shining. Shiny. Right, you know, we're going to have a bling challenge in a second, don't you? That on. I think that's all right. Breathe, breathe. No, that's where it's going. A bit stuck. Oh well. I say that a lot, don't I? It's because I just got to roll with it. Roll with it. Okay. And take it back in this little packet. I'd like to keep that away. A few things out of the way here. Okay, we need bling and then we're done. Isn't too long, was it? Okay, what did we use last time? We won't use the same ones again. Let's use the other ones. Let's use these ones. I think I'll go for a mixture. Oh, come back up. I'm stuck on my finger now. Let's try that again. Occasionally, sometimes they work better with this side and sometimes they work better with that side. I think I want one on here. Oh, maybe I need a smaller one on there. I can stick that there because there was a little dot or something there. I want one on the label. Yeah, I think I do. I'll use some of the yellow ones too. Go with the other pink one. Here we go. This is my challenge. Not sure where to stick it. Tricky, isn't it? I feel like I need it, but I'm not sure exactly where. It's weird, isn't it? That'll do. There we go. Woo! Bling challenge. Right. Oh, look at that. Right, let's flip cameras and all. Hey, good night. You can see both of those things. Oh. So I will get all that up into my projects and to try and start doing a blog. So I already have a blog, which you can see I've got my blog there. I tended to use my blog more as a, update every now and again. So I'm actually going to try and start doing it a bit more regularly and putting in my projects a bit more too. So I still put things into the My Projects section on the Stampin' Up webpage. And because from the Stampin' Up webpage, you can go straight to the shop. It takes you into the cart. You can add things to your cart immediately, which is really handy. So that's why I do that, because it makes it easy for people to shop. And it's a good place you know where to go to find my projects. And the blog is similar to that, but I can connect it all. So yeah, I'll start working on that soon and get that happening. So thanks for watching tonight. And I hope you had a good time. I had fun. Thanks, Athena. And thanks everybody for helping, contributing along the way. Never know what you're going to come out with, do you? It's good. All right. I'll say good night then. Ciao.